Welcome to your favorite boxing channel, the place where legends aren't born. They're forged in the ring. Today, we're traveling back in time to a night that changed everything forever. A night when the world met a Filipino whirlwind who, in just a matter of minutes, became a global legend. The story of how a complete unknown named Manny Pacquiao shook American boxing to its core and dethroned its champion on multiple occasions. Are you ready? Grab your favorite drink and a snack, because we're about to dive into the rise of a legend, Manny Pacman Pacquiao.
Tough to get him out of there. Wow.
Alan, he just beat him down, basically.
That's what he did.
Several shots to the head. Morales is stunned. Trying to shake it off, but he's been hurt. Pacquiao down.
That was a true gladiator.
15 seconds. Down goes Morales again.
He's knocked down right now. Bam, left hand, and I don't know how he got up from it. Amazing night and an amazing performance. Manny Pacquiao will put butts in the seats.
The King and the Unknown. On June 23, 2001, the MGM Grand in Las Vegas pulsed with anticipation. The card promised a great night of boxing. In the main event, IBF Super Bantamweight World Champion Lehlohonolo Hands of Stone Ledwaba prepared for his sixth title defense. With an impressive record of 32-1-1 and 20 KOs, the 30-year-old South African was a seasoned fighter, a boxing master with a thunderous right hand, impeccable defense, and an 8-year unbeaten streak. He was already a star on his continent and was about to break into American stardom. But his opponent, a lanky 22-year-old named Manny Pacquiao, was a ghost in the American boxing world. Although he was already a champion in his homeland, the Philippines, his full name, Emmanuel Dethroned Pacquiao, was a tongue-twister for HBO commentators. In fact, Jim Lampley, one of the most respected announcers, joked on the broadcast that he should be forgiven if he mispronounced the newcomer's name. 2 weeks before the fight, Ledwaba's original opponent got injured. His team was forced to find a last-minute replacement. Only one fighter dared to take the challenge: Manny Pacquiao, who at the time was ranked just third in the division. With barely 10 days' notice, Pacquiao flew to the United States for a date with destiny. It was at the famous Wildcard Boxing Club in Hollywood where he met legendary trainer Freddie Roach. In their very first sparring session, Roach was stunned. Pacquiao's speed, power, and fury were unlike anything he had ever seen. In just 2 weeks, Roach sharpened the young Filipino's technique, building a focused game plan to attack the champion.
He was certainly knocked out momentarily.
Like a Marion.
Going to be that kind of fighter. But I mean, the thing is, we wondered whether Manny would be able to rise to the level, but he seems to be one of the... Wow. Finished off David Diaz, the left hand that traveled about half a foot.
And it was just a perfect punch. Hatton dropped his right hand, and Pacquiao came...
A certain dynamicism to his punches. He has speed, power, and technique in Santa Cruz. But never...
It's always a little better than I thought. Oh, my God!
Down again!
And now he might...
The abyss of the odds. Ledwaba's camp brimmed with confidence. They didn't even bother to study Pacquiao's style. Why would they? Their opponent was a complete unknown, stepping in with barely any preparation. The betting lines told the story perfectly. The odds were so lopsided that many Las Vegas casinos refused to even take bets. Those that did listed Ledwaba as an overwhelming 10-1 favorite. A Pacquiao victory was seen as pure fantasy. The champion never saw the storm coming. It was the perfect setup for a newcomer, the dream opportunity. All eyes would be on him, with no one expecting that he would become one of the greatest icons of modern boxing. Reliving this fight is a true spectacle, one that still electrifies Pacquiao's fans today. The storm breaks. The opening round was an explosion of chaos. No one in the ring, not even the champion, was ready for Pacquiao's ferocity. Manny didn't come to box. He came to wage war. From the opening bell, he pounced on Ledwaba like lightning, unleashing a barrage of combinations from angles unthinkable for a southpaw. Straight lefts, right hooks, and uppercuts rained down on the champion's defense. Completely stunned by the assault, Ledwaba finished the round bleeding from his nose. His aura of invincibility had vanished in seconds.
Pacquiao landing some hard shots. That's what you got to do.
From Ledwaba's nose.
Keep him up, right?
Don't allow him to get into his boxing groove.
In the fourth round of that fight, we were unaware of it that particular evening.
But you can jump on a boxer like that and keep throwing.
9 rounds of the fight against Contreras. But then he seemed to fade a little bit in the last 3 rounds. Contreras began to land his left hook.
The whole book, he has it. The practice you've done in the ring, I mean, on the punching bag.
The HBO commentators couldn't believe what they were seeing. They knew every newcomer came out explosive. It was their one chance to shine. But experience and the champion's composure usually turned the tide. In the second round, Ledwaba tried to regain his balance, but Pacquiao's speed was relentless. Midway through the round came the moment that changed everything. Ledwaba threw a jab, and Pacquiao, with superhuman speed, countered with a perfect straight left. The champion hit the canvas. The crowd gasped. The master had been humbled. Before the fight, everyone wondered if Ledwaba was going to be the next superstar. Commentator Larry Merchant said, "Now, the question is whether that kid, Manny Pacquiao, is the next superstar."
He went to the body, and that's the most important shot tonight. Right to the body. Ledwaba.
Banging Ledwaba right now.
You gotta fight. If you want to be a star, you gotta fight.
As the star.
He took this fight on only 2 weeks' notice, only came here to America.
The crowd was on its feet. Very few had come to the fight expecting to see the champion fall, let alone in the early rounds. But one thing is certain, a true champion knows how to rise and fight back. The question was, could he do it?
Give me order, give me order.
Get a chance too because Pacquiao is squaring up sequence after sequence.
Ledwaba is not landed at level once he throws that.
What a fight!
A battle for survival. In rounds 3 and 4, the fight turned into a massacre. Ledwaba showed the heart of a true champion. He tried to withstand the storm and fire back with his power, but Pacquiao's fury was unstoppable. The champion's face swelled, his nose bled relentlessly, and his breathing grew heavier. Still, he refused to go down. The crowd, initially indifferent, was now completely captivated by Ledwaba's incredible resilience and Pacquiao's inexhaustible power. Applause erupted with every punch the Filipino landed.
From you hear me? Now when you face him, he's gonna reach and you open him up. Okay? Stay close. Just give me that up. Stay close.
All right. I don't know what a doctor would say about that.
I think he'd say exactly what you're saying. I think you're entirely on target.
It's like a small amount, but you need every drop of blood you can.
Well, and when it's pouring straight out of your nose like that, George, it's Green in his corner. And Green's got a big job in front of him. It's the nose. Eating badly.
He's got to stay on it. He cannot give him a break.
It was already too late. He had underestimated a young and hungry Pacquiao. His face grew more and more swollen, and the chances of getting back into the fight slipped away with every passing moment.
Fluoride, absolutely legal. 1 to 1,000. Ice on the outside, absolutely legal.
Yeah, but guess what? It had
In the pocket and throw the right hand. When he does,
the big left hand for Ledwaba. But here comes Pacquiao again.
Ledwaba stand. There it is.
Here you go.
But you want about 4 or 5 of those, and then you come back with the hook before you decide.
Now Ledwaba seizes the initiative. Starts firing his jab.
The fifth round was more of the same. Pacquiao, carrying the confidence of a veteran, kept pressing forward with devastating combinations. Ledwaba tried to slip and defend, but every punch was a reminder that he was being completely outclassed. It was a brutal, relentless boxing lesson. The legend of Manny Pacman Pacquiao was being born in real time. Ledwaba longed for those few seconds of rest after such punishment. Sharing the ring with Pacquiao was nothing short of hell, especially after all the damage he had already absorbed in the early rounds.
Challenge that has faced Ledwaba for these 5 rounds.
You got to go stay with it. Then you make him respect you, and then you can get your left jab. And
It's been fun for him to pepper Ledwaba with power punches over and over.
there is to it.
And in response to Pacquiao's low blow earlier in the round, and said, keep it up.
Waba's trying.
On the other hand, Pacquiao wanted nothing more than to finish the fight as quickly as possible and show the world what he was made of. He had the speed, the power, and the reflexes to unleash a counterpunch strong enough to send the champion to the canvas once and for all. The question was, could he do it before the final round? The end of a reign. In the 6th round, Ledwaba came out of his corner with a vacant look in his eyes. His trainer told him to hold on, but the champion knew there would be no miracle. Pacquiao, smelling victory, charged forward like a predator ready to finish the job. With a brutal combination, he attacked Ledwaba's body before unleashing a thunderous left hook to the jaw, followed by a crushing right hand. Ledwaba collapsed to the canvas for the 2nd time that night. The crowd rose to its feet, applauding the incredible and unexpected fight that had unfolded. It was clear, tonight, a new champion had arrived. The fans knew it, the referee knew it, and even the commentators knew it.
Resignation that it wasn't going to get any better.
Yep.
Oh, when you go to your corner and you can't see, you don't have any rhythm.
Sunday morning.
And here's the 2nd knockdown, and as Larry, as you said at the beginning of the round, there was a weariness about
It's 4:45 in the morning in Soweto, where Ledwaba is.
Sit away from Lehlohonolo Ledwaba. There's the first knockdown, straight left hand.
The champion rose with immense effort, his face a mask of pain and blood. Referee Joe Cortez gave him one last chance, but Manny didn't wait. He unleashed everything, and with just a couple more punches, the champion collapsed completely in the corner of the ring. This time, there was no count. The referee stopped the fight immediately. No one expected Pacquiao to be so relentless. He didn't give his opponent a single second of breathing room, and he was right not to, because in boxing, even the smallest chance can decide victory or defeat. For a moment, stunned silence swept through the MGM Grand. Thousands of fans tried to process what had just happened. A complete unknown from a faraway land had come and stripped a formidable champion of his crown with ruthless brutality. It was the night Manny Pacquiao introduced himself to America and shook the boxing world forever. This fight was not just a victory. It was the beginning of one of the most explosive and thrilling careers in the history of the sport. Would you like us to keep exploring the fights that defined Pacquiao's legendary career? Don't forget to like and share this video with your friends and family. You'll motivate us to bring you more stories like this.